Have you met such a mother? She wants to make money, forcing her 10-year-old daughter Rita to take an L photo. I also gave the photos to my boyfriend to admire, deal with customers in front of the children, and personally demonstrate to the daughter who is on the sidelines to learn. Suddenly rushed in while my daughter was going to the bathroom, just to capture a photo before washing your hands. To meet the needs of guests and boyfriends, she is learning her daughter's clothes in public. On the gorgeous pre-installation, put on a gorgeous lace dress. Although this makes Rita feel very cramped, but she cares more about mom's mood. He said to my mother that I like it very much. She became the ideal model for her mother. Her actions are no longer hard when taking pictures, but will take the initiative to assume a charming posture. Because you can get mom's affirmation. She put on black stockings, put on bright lipstick, all kinds of sexy posing on the bed. Maiden in darkness, pure and coquettish. A little girl who is only 10 years old. I can't tell that this is a 10-year-old girl. In school, Rita practiced the posture her mother taught her during class. Ignore the ridicule of my classmates. In order to be on the cover of the magazine, the mother does not hesitate to contribute herself and her daughter to the editor of the magazine at the same time. And the other party is still an old man. In order to be more attractive during the shooting, I asked my daughter to open her legs and said it would be pretty. Rita was willing for the first time. Even if she is still a child, righteousness raises her shame. She is ashamed even if she is still a child. But she still obeyed her mother's request. Slowly, she began to choose more violent clothes by herself. Even the ghostly look when looking at the camera is more skilled than the goose mother. Learned skillful makeup. Fell in love with sexy dance. The classmates here are all Yanan's children. The equivalents in here are still childish hands of immature things. She puts on stockings and high heels at home. Even the teacher can't stand it anymore. Go outside. Don't wear this kind of clothes. The students look at Rita in a strange way. I heard you have a photo. That kind of super messy photos. We saw it in the bookstore. That's art, fool. This kind of life brought her a lot of troubles, but more of wealth and fame. At the art exhibition, mother's work caused a sensation. Rita's L photos are especially praised. Immature body, eyes with zero desire. Many people start to like this kind of photos of WC people. This kind of freshness makes her. This kind of freshness made her a celebrity at once. Made a fortune. In the eyes of mother, Rita is the moneymaker. In order to meet customer needs, she personally delivered Rita to the man's room. But I was lying on the bed calmly listening to what was happening. I just think about how to use my daughter to make more money. Mother's request is getting more and more excessive. Let Rita put on her underwear and take pictures of the L-bone with the man. The man's hand is getting more and more restless on his daughter. As a mother, she didn't stop. Instead, she must forcibly take off her daughter's end shirt. If you don't like Zhaoyang, you're so happy. I don't think I'm so fond of you. I'm a little girl, you just laughed. I don't want to be so arrogant, you are stupid. My 8 masters, my little servant. King. This is Rita's first time resisting for dignity. She realized that she should have a bottom line. She also knows that Tukan just uses him as a money-making tool. But what can be done? Righteousness is their only way to make money. Sad, Rita said in her mother, who completely ignored her feelings. When I don't love you. In fact, she still loves her mother. She wants to cope with the most repair. Finally she compromised. I thought my mother would love her more after obedient. But I didn't expect to get the bottom line in exchange for it. It's the other party's change intensified time and time again. Keep doing things that embarrass her. Even sneaked a photo of her going to the bathroom. You are so hardy, if you don't want to shoot me up to listen. Are you occupying a secluded place? To fill the emperor's class for a long time. Fourth, for a Jauba section to fill in and save the asylum film. I hope that I will be ruined and filled with money for the sake of it. For the sake of a long period of time. You have the right to Lihajon. You always have the right to peace. Free king. Rita thought. I no longer model for my mother. Mother will be very painful. But not. I was replaced and abandoned. Is this your new model? That's right. Do you want me? Yeah, you give me out now. No, I beg you, Mom. I really don't want to lose you. Why don't you listen to me, so I want you. This is the most sad scene of the whole movie. Rita is angry and sad. She still hopes to be loved by her mother. Once again choose to sell the bottom line. However, it was still a betrayal. Mom actually posted her sexy photos in the magazine. Rita has had enough of this life. She didn't understand why her unborn mother treated her like this. She angrily accused her mother. Mother's love is not like this. You should thank me for all this. If you don't write this kind of book, where does the money come from? Your Uncle Jack is still waiting for the money. That has nothing to do with me. Then what do I do? Don't I need to use money anymore? I spend so much every day. And also need to feed you. Every time you need to raise alcohol. You are my daughter. So you should listen to me. The only relative thinks everything she does is for Rita. All because of love. The photos my mother took this day violated the child protection law. Aroused the attention of relevant agencies. Until the girl reaches adulthood. Mom can't take pictures of her anymore. But she's still selling photos secretly behind her daughter. The end of the story. The court rejected her custody of her daughter. When Rita is old. When the social worker came to pick Rita from home. See the mess in the room. At this time, the mother sitting on the bed is not thinking about losing her daughter. It's because I'm losing my money. Rita in the guardianship can finally lead a normal life. The other side. Mother who is nearly 50 years old. Because there is no way to make a fortune for my daughter. You can only feed your boyfriend by taking pictures of yourself. End of story. This movie is not just a story. The scariest thing is that this movie is based on real events. Rita's prototype is the director of the film. She once said, "My childhood experience is more serious than in the movie. And we don't know how many similar things are constantly happening in this